India awaits the verdict for Vinicius Phogat's silver medal, which is going to come in at about or before 9:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time tomorrow. Are just a few of us a little, or are there more, disconcerted by the comments that have come in from the IOA, clearly distancing themselves from Vinesh and the coach, saying that the weight gain is the coach and the athlete's responsibility. While we await the verdict and we discuss what we can expect, we also discuss, has the IOA ever, in terms of our sports persons winning laurels, distance themselves away from these victories? Then why do it now? Especially at such a crucial time where Vinesh is hearing is finished, but the verdict is still not out. Why choose this time? Let's cut across right now to our guest this evening, Nikhil Nas, consulting editor, Sports India Today TV, back from Paris, joins us. Pradeep Magazine, senior sports journalist, Rahul Mehra, senior advocate, Supreme Court and counsel for Vinesh Phogat and Bajrang Punia. Alka Tomar, national women's wrestling champion. Nikhil, I want to come to you first. If you can take us through. So I would reckon in about 24 hours, we should know the fate, whether Vinesh has bagged the silver or not, a joint silver there. Can you first get us up to speed on what we can expect?
Well, Preeti, there is definitely progress that has been made on that case. We started off from a no hope situation where UWW had followed the rules, and you thought, there was no chance of Vinesh getting anything out of that. But I think, by the time she filed the appeal and to today, where we are just awaiting the verdict, which should come in the next 24 hours or so, I think progress has been made from the Indian front. Initially, I wouldn't have given it too many chances because, to be fair to the UWW, they did follow the rules to the T. However, what the Indian side has done and the arguments that they've presented has forced the arbitrators to take some time. And this is, in a way, pretty unprecedented because CAS does come up with their interim order usually in 24 hours. In most cases, I'd say in 99% of cases, in 24 hours, they've come up with an interim order. Of course, they've taken time to come with a detailed order. This time, they've taken not one, not two, but three extensions. And that is because they're deliberating. They've been, they have paid heed to the arguments that were made from the Indian side. And I think the line of argument has not been so much about whether she erred in her weight or not. That is pretty much clear. 50 was the weight category. If you're over even by 50 grams, that's not accepted. However, it's the wording of the rules that the UWW and the framing of the rules that they have, not just for this Olympic Games, but the comparison to Olympic Games to other very important championships like World Championship and all. And that is something which the Indian side is hanging on to. And those are things that they've presented to the court. They've pointed out lacunas, loopholes that exist in the framing of the laws of UWW. So they followed the rule, but how the rules have been framed, there are loopholes there. That is what they're trying to exploit at the moment. Just to let our viewers know, why did this extension happen? Because the arbitrator wanted more papers to be submitted. And many thought, and it was worded like that, that paper be submitted from both sides. But what I'm learning is it's effectively an extension for UWW, the international wrestling body, to submit their papers to ensure that the laws that they are following are watertight, and the lacuna that they've been sort of given that extension to explain that. And if you add 1+1 and you look at this entire scenario, I'd say there's a lot of progress that has been made. I know the UWW, I was speaking to a few officials just before I left Paris, and they were at the last moment, in a hurry to put together a few papers because they indeed are under pressure. So the case that started off for the Indian side to be completely on back foot to today, I think progress has been made. That's not to say that the verdict will come in Vinicius' favor, but all I'm saying is that the arbitrator has been forced to contemplate, to think really hard in this matter.
Well, it's a chance, it's an outside chance, but there is still a chance that we could get that medal for Vinesh, and we're all hoping, fingers crossed there. But Nikhil, before I go to the other guests, I also want to bring you in. In midst of it, what many thought was a little, or rather unsavory, is the IOA coming in and releasing that statement, saying that the weight gain, or shifting the weight of responsibility, if I might say, nobody's holding them accountable. But to come out and publicly say that the weight management of an athlete is the athlete's problem and the coach, and we really have nothing to do with it. What made them do so at a crucial time when the verdict's still not out?
That's interesting, Preeti, and let me answer that in three small parts. The first part was the statement by the Indian Olympic Association, ill time. It definitely was. This wasn't the time for them to be doing that, especially when the matter is, being debated in court. Especially when Vinesh has a chance. This wasn't the time. They could have waited on that. You wanted to know why is it that they filed that? I don't think it was so much as a case of sabotaging Vinesh Phogat's case, but more so because allegations and fingers were being pointed on the role of Dr. Pardiwala, who is the official doctor appointed by the IOA. So I think the IOA came up with that statement saying that, listen, stop pointing fingers at him. We've appointed him, but he is in no wrong. I think the defense is towards the doctor. But I agree that this is an ill-timed statement. This could very well have come after the verdict had come out. Second part of that answer, what the IOA is saying, is it factually correct? Yes, it is. So in reality, it is not the official doctor who's actually put about 2-3 months before the game start. They are basically there to oversee any sort of medical requirement that the athlete might have, and not the nitty gritty of every athlete. And finally, the last part of this question: will this impact Vinesh Phogat's case? If you ask me personally, I don't think so, because the arguments at the moment are not being made in terms of whether she was overweight or not. That's a foregone conclusion. That's done. The arguments are being made in terms of the lacunas or the loopholes that you have in the law. So I don't think this statement will have any negative impact on the outcome of the case. But I agree with you, ill-timed comments by the Indian Olympic Association.
Well, many would say bad taste because, we don't see the
Yeah.
IOA ever issue out statements when athletes have won a medal for the country to say, it's the athletes and the coach's responsibility to win that laurel. We are just a support staff here. So they don't do that then. Why do it now? Rahul Mehra, Nikhil of the opinion that this will not impact what we can expect tomorrow, the verdict. Do you concur?
What will and what will not impact the mindset and the issues which are being argued and the legal issues which are being placed before the arbitrator is neither for Nikhil nor for me to comment on. We've seen, although even in our country, judges say that we don't get impacted by media and by media reports, but that's far away from the truth. Judges are as much, human beings as you and I are. And to say that they don't get impacted by public and media pressure is something which is good to hear, but and that's the way it should be. But I believe it depends from individual to individual. So for Dr. P.T. Usha, who's a legend in her own right, who created a space in the hearts of individuals the way Vinesh Phogat has in this Olympics by her loss then and Vinesh's right now. You expected empathy, you expected some understanding, you expected some basic decency, you expected IOA officials not trying to save a professional individual, but the stake that is India at stake, India's medal at stake, Vinesh as a legend at stake. I think that's far bigger. But obviously, IOA being the body that it is, so politically motivated, so charged up by its own incompetence and unprofessionalism, something which I've been fighting for more than 20 years now. Nothing has changed, unfortunately. They are a bunch of individuals who can't see beyond their own noses. They have massive egos. And therefore, these are individuals who need to be made accountable. They are the ones who for last 2 years are willfully violating and are in contempt of the Delhi High Court's landmark decision in my own PIL on 16th of August 2022. And unfortunately, it's the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports which is more than happy to ensure that they continue on this path. So all in all, I would say the administrators have failed India and Indian athletes once again, but that's nothing new. That's been the case, and that unfortunately, unless we mend our ways, will continue to be the way. We have great amount of talent in this country, but like Abhinav Bindra said, Preeti, let me just quote Abhinav Bindra, the legend that we have. He said that, it is always despite the system, not because of the system, that medals are won. And he said so in his book. So nothing has changed from 2000 onwards and prior to that until to 2024. We are
but
still,
Pradeep Magazine, the fact is one...
at the hands of these and at the mercy of these individuals.
Right. Pradeep Magazine, one would say that keep the politics out of it, but the case is political, whether we like it or not. You'd want to keep sports and politics separate, especially at a time like now. And there's enough which is going back home where there are conspiracy theories abound. There is a blame game going on, trying to pull in the IOA or even, the WFI. So would you reckon that maybe to put those rumors to rest, this, we've never seen it before, but a statement like that released by the IOA?
Well, I'm baffled, like every one of us is, by the timing of the statement. Let me go back a bit. Didn't PT Usha and Dr. Pardiwala address a press conference after she was disqualified, immediately after that, explaining to the world, to Indians, that they tried their best? In fact, Dr. Pardiwala said that we went to this extent, but unfortunately, beyond this, we couldn't do. So if they were there at the whole night, if he was taking the responsibility of trying his best, I'm baffled now. They are saying that it's not our responsibility. If it was not their responsibility, why did they come on record saying that they tried their best? A. B, as Rahul Mehra has rightly said, Indian Olympic Association, Wrestling Federation, athletes, they're all at loggerheads. They told the wrestlers that they will solve their problem, their issues will be addressed, nothing happened. So in that backdrop of politics having been played from the federation side more, because these athletes, these wrestlers were trying to seek justice. They had come on record, they had protested because nothing happened. So now to disown Vinesh, my sense is it's possibility that they have got an inkling of what the verdict would be. So that's the way they act. They may have said that before the verdict comes, let us wash our hands away so that the responsibility shouldn't come on us, saying that we didn't try hard enough in the court. Because there are reports from Paris that had the case not been filed by the pro bono lawyers, it would have never reached CAS because there was a deadline. Now to have hired Harish Salve, and if India wins the case, who takes the credit? The state. Like Harish Salve came like he did in the electoral bonds and failed. But if he succeeds, the state will say that, look, if we hadn't helped, she wouldn't have been, her silver medal wouldn't have been.
But okay, fair point. Factually, the IOA is completely right with the statement that they gave out. So you can't question the facts there. You can question whether they should have done it or not. Nikhil wants to make a point, and then we'll go to Alka Tomar. Nikhil, come in.
Preeti, just a couple of clarifications. Mr. Magazine did point out about that press conference. I was there at that press conference. So effectively, PT Usha and Dr. Pardiwala had come to tell everyone, and those were the FAQs or doubts people had. So while they did try, at the 11th hour to ensure that the weight reduction was happening, that wasn't down to Dr. Pardiwala or PT Usha. What they were trying to convey, because you remember that time, there were a lot of theories doing the round that, she could have cut her hair, she should have called in sick, then she wouldn't have been able to weigh in. What Dr. Pardiwala and PT Usha actually did was to come and tell us that, A, yes, she cut her hair. B, yes, she had to be there for the weighing. If she was not, then she'd be disqualified anyway. C, the process of her gaining or losing weight is done by her backroom staff, which has been there with her for a long time, because they understand that particular wrestler, how many kilos they gain on a certain day and how to reduce that. That would be, a Dr. Pardiwala or a Peter Usha won't have any idea. So they effectively were the faces. They were there to make any clarification needed in terms of all the various conspiracy theories doing the round. So they weren't directly involved in the weight loss. I think this response, which I've said earlier as well, shouldn't have come at this time. They should have been mindful of the case happening. I think is more so because there were a couple of reports that came that Dr. Pardiwala that has been put there was incompetent, could not control the weight, and so on and so forth.
Fair point. So they were facing the heat, especially on social media. But
Preeti, can I just respond?
I have little time. Allow me to bring in our fourth guest who hasn't got a word in. I want to go to Alka Tomar, who's the national women's wrestling champion. Alka ji, अगर आप ये जो PT Usha, IOA से आप खुद एक रेसलर हैं, जो ये रिस्पॉन्स आया है, इसको कैसे देखती हैं? क्योंकि अभी तक वर्डिक्ट तो आया है नहीं, आपको लग रहे हैं पल्ला झाड़ रहे हैं रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी से? क्योंकि वैसे अगर आध्यात्मिक तौर पर उनकी कोई रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बनती नहीं थी वेट पे, पर ये एक पब्लिक स्टेटमेंट देना सही या गलत?
जी मैंने प्रीति जी मैंने स्टेटमेंट नहीं पढ़ा है, क्या स्टेटमेंट दिया एक बार आप बता देंगे मुझे?
पीटी उषा ने कहा है, जो आईओए ने कहा है कि जो वेट गेन था वो एथलीट की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, जो विनेश हैं और उनके कोच की है, और जो मेडिकल स्टाफ जो आईओए का है उससे उनका उस पर कोई उनका लेना देना नहीं था। ये विनेश को देखना था और कोच को देखना था।
हाँ जी, वैसे तो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी एक खिलाड़ी की और उसके कोच की बनती है, जो उसकी टीम उसको प्रैक्टिस कराती है। ये तो फैक्ट है, क्योंकि मैं
जी।
भी एज ए रेसलर भी खेली हूँ, एज ए कोच भी हम टीम के साथ जाते हैं। जैसे मैंने शायद आपके शो में पहले बताया था कि
अलका जी, आपका वीडियो फ्रीज हो गया है। All right, we've lost Alka Tomar, but I just want, okay, let's take a quick comment in. One of our guests wanted to come for an intervention quickly, 30 seconds. Rahul Mehra, you wanted to come in 30 seconds, and go ahead, 30 seconds, sir. Keep it short.
Yeah, Preeti. Preeti, I just wanted to clarify. I think I completely disagree with Nikhil out there. Had PT Usha not brought Dr. Pardiwala and brought one of the medical team members or somebody who was looking at Vinesh overnight to have that weight loss, then there would have been no questions. What was the difficulty for Dr. PT Usha to bring in one of the team members if they were the
Okay.
ones who were held responsible later
Okay, I'm running out of time, but I'm going to allow Nikhil to answer that.
Now it's only trying.
I'll answer that question.
Okay,
I'll
okay,
answer
sir.
that question, Rahul.
Yeah, quickly,
Rahul,
Nikhil, come in.
Rahul's a good friend of mine. Rahul, that's because her team and her coaches have refused to speak. I have staked out outside the village for 3 days in a row trying to get the athlete or their support staff to come and say on record. They've refused to speak at all to the media. So the IOA was yeah.
So Nikhil, so Nikhil, we should respect that. We should wait. We should wait for the verdict. This is India.
No, but the facts don't change.
No, he's saying that.
I agree.
He's agreeing with you morally.
I agree we should wait.
Morally,
I
it's in
agree.
question, but
Yeah,
factually, it's not in
absolutely, I
question.
agree. Yes.
He
correct.
agrees with you.
So there. No, but
All right, okay, I'm going to close the
factually-
show. Allow me to close the show on that note. All of you, thank you for joining us. Let's keep our fingers crossed, and let's just hope that Vinesh gets that judgment in her favor. What a billion hearts are hoping for. We're going to just leave it at that.